Welcome FNE community. Welcome to another video. This is your host Andy Boy. And breaking news, people. This news has been going on all week, I think from last week or sometime that in our pipelines with this Vini Jr. story. People say Vini they use Arsenal as a way to get a bigger contract at Real Madrid. Who knows? But for Arsenal to be linked to a big player like Vini Jr., a top player, one of the best wingers in the world, from my perspective, okay, World Cup. He had 3 goals. He was the best Brazilian player at the World Cup. One of the best Brazilian players at the World Cup. And for Arsenal to be rumored, not rumored, but to be in talks then with this player. It is my lifetime. I can't recall having been so excited about something like this, because one of our best signings that I think we had the last few years is Aubameyang. When Aubameyang was signed by Arsenal from Borussia Dortmund, as a real superstar. We had other signings, but I think Aubameyang was a superstar before he came to Arsenal. So have a player like Vini being mentioned in the same breath with Arsenal, it is so exciting. And we have some things on X, that's where I get some of my information when it comes to related to football and football transfers. And it is said exclusive. Arsenal has presented Vini Jr.'s camp with an extremely detailed proposal. The presentation includes footage of Arsenal's Premier League title celebration and victory parade, as well as research in luxury property in London. Brother, if Arsenal can get this done, if the Gunners can get this done, it will be one of the biggest transfer in the history of Arsenal. The haters will be out in their numbers, I can assure you. But this transfer will totally push Arsenal in a different spectrum. Because if you realize, if you watch Arsenal over the last season, the left-hand side was our weakest point. Trossard did well. Martinelli did well. But at times, they both were not giving us the goals, the goal threat. Not the goals, the goals and the goal threat that you would want, what you would get from Saka on the opposite side. So if we get Vini, and we have Saka on the right, and Vini on the left, defenders will be trembling in their boots. Right now, the ups are all over the place. Them head go. Because them say, yo, if Arsenal get Vini, the title is over. Everybody knows that a foolishness already, because you don't know. You have 38 games in a Premier League season, and anything can happen. Because people over-exaggerate when people make big signing. But from my perspective, this would be a huge signing. And if we go down some more and scroll down some more, here it is. The hand of Arsenal. You know the hand of Arsenal? Him have all the best scoops when it comes to Arsenal transfer news. So if you're new to this channel, or you're new to YouTube, and new to these columns that give you the transfer news, the hand of Arsenal is always on spot. Even when the Morgan Rogers transfer, he was telling us in advance that, Arsenal are in for Morgan Rogers, And at one point he said it was near. And then Arsenal messed up. Being typical Arsenal, dragging they drag them foot, take too long, and then Chelsea swoop in and and gazump, as they wanna say. The deal, take away the deal from us. So the hand of Arsenal is saying now, Arsenal Football Club have personal terms agreed in principle with Vini Jr., Vincentus Jr. Rock Nation, it's a Rock Nation will go armed into negotiations with Real Madrid with a monstrous offer from the English champions. Over to you, Vini Jr. in the story. So, obviously, Arsenal has proposed a big deal to Vini, hoping that Real Madrid will not match this offer. Personal terms. Because if you understand, you know, that Vini want 80% of his image right. And I think Real Madrid must be offering 50% of his image right. But right now I think if I'm not lying, I'm not sure. You can correct me in the comment section. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That Real Madrid has all of his image right now. I'm not sure. You know, but he wants 80% of his image right. And Real Madrid is just offering like him 50%. And this young man has a lot of deals with different companies, over some 8 companies. If you do the research, he has a lot of sponsorship deals. So what I was reading even earlier, that Vini, based on what is happening with the sponsorship deals, and the sponsor them just pay Vini wages, you know, because based on what we understand, Vini is not getting any money from the sponsorship, the image rights. I don't know about the sponsorship part, the details, but based on the image rights, the money that is collected from the image rights, Real Madrid they use and they pay Vini. So basically, Real Madrid now pay Vini no money out of them pocket. Or basically out of Vini pocket, Vini they pay himself. You understand? So Vini want to change that with the new deal. Real Madrid is not offering that. But based on information now, Arsenal has given Vini a better deal in terms of his image right, and maybe even a better deal in terms of how much money he'll be collecting weekly. So people, FNE community, whether you love Arsenal or you hate Arsenal, Arsenal is moving dangerously in this transfer window. We're willing to spend how much? Nearly $90 million per Morgan Rogers. But we were not willing to overpay Chelsea Gazumpus. We could have paid that $160 million or $70 million that I'm the British record, you know, because the offer was given to us. And we said, no, we not pay because, you know, value that amount of money. I mean, like Morgan Rogers, you know, but we have Eze as a 10 and Odegaard as a 10. I never want to see Rogers come at Arsenal and we dash him on the left side. Because he's a number 10. We want a left-sided attacking winger where that in the film living. And I say, and food and drinks is on the wing. We want a player like that. We want a player like Vini. So, Arsenal, go and get him. Arsenal, I repeat, Arsenal, go and get Vini Jr. Alright? So people, check out the video. Like, subscribe, and share. Share, subscribe, and like. All depends on you. Until the next one. Love, peace, and respect. See you on the next one. Haha!